Rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
So you were saying Kanye.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. This are one of our first podcasts back. We've been going for a little bit, and now y'all gonna have to excuse me. I lost a little weight, and I'm thinking I'm a hot boy out here, and I'm wearing this relaxed shirt, thinking I'm Kanye, and it's not fitting me like it would fit Kanye. So I'm a little bit a non-hype beast. I thought I was a little hype beast coming out, but I'm looking more like, you know what I'm saying. The father that just came off of work, rushing to the barbecue. You know what I'm saying?
I'm dead.
That's what I'm looking like. So y'all gonna have to excuse me.
All right. Well, this is I forget. I don't even know what episode we're on now.
I think 13.
13. I was gonna say 13. That's my favorite number.
We like it R-rated, right? You know what I'm saying? We like a little horrific. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So all right. What is this? Everything.
The world,
bro.
is collapsing right before our eyes.
My boy. Oh my God. So I just did a podcast interview with
Alex.
Aram
Hernandez.
Oh, it's Aram. Aram.
Aram. Okay, my bad, bro. If you watch this, I'm so sorry, bro.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry. It sounds Arabic. I'm like, man, you ain't gotta apologize for your name, man. Like,
I mean, well, hell, I'm sorry for saying Aaron, bro. I'm sitting there like, I'm a Patriots fan. Aaron Hernandez. You know what I'm saying? I feel like an a-hole.
I'm a Patriots fan. No. So yeah. So
is equal and black and brown represent the queer and trans people of color. Doesn't it just fill you with pride, showing who you are on the inside?
Shit, man, you got them. Now it's just out blatant in the open. It's been in the open for a while, the drag queen story hour and what's called. But now you got Nickelodeon doing a whole transgender commercial.
Not just Nickelodeon. My favorite, Cartoon Network. I love Cartoon Network. That's one of my favorite channels. That's my soul channel.
What
Cartoon Network was also
what they do?
Had a Pride ad and everything in there. Blue's Clues Clues is Nickelodeon, but Blue's Clues had a Pride ad in it.
I saw the Blue's Clues one.
Mind you, who was watching Blue's Clues is damn sure
like
not
3 and 4 year olds, bro.
It's for sure not the 30-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? So we already know who they're deliberately going towards the kids that's learning how to say their ABCs.
Bro, I legit agreed with the point in your video, in your reaction video to it, of when you said, you got all these adult channels on here. You got hundreds of adult channels. Why do you have to be on the children's channels?
Bro.
And I agree with that, bro. Like, I agree 100%, bro. There's all kinds of adult channels.
And I'm not even like such an asshole to where I'm sorry for cutting you off. And I'm not even that big of an asshole to where I'm just like, you can't have Pride ads. You can have Pride ads. My whole thing is like in the adult channels, the Pride ad is more so Pride Month. Celebrate. Leave it like that. You go to child channels and you parade the Pride ad. You have people singing, dancing. You're catering the Pride ad to children instead of just, if you want to have it in teenage hour where teenagers view in and you want to just say Pride Month, you do what you do. We can't control everything. We can't, we can't fault y'all for wanting to, throw yourselves out there like that. But if you're going to do it, there's ways to do everything.
Well, I just noticed how fast it went from, we just want equal treatment to children have to see this.
Yeah.
Like,
we have to teach it in our schools.
It went from just, it's none of your business what we do in our bedroom to it's children's business to what we do in our, like, bro.
And it's just like, if we don't respect it, it's not something that we're going to do it's not like, well, I might feel a certain way about that, but I'm not going to go pressure the situation. You can have your ads, you can have your month, you can feel the way you want to feel. That's you. Mm-hmm. My only problem is when you step those, when you destroy the boundaries and start attacking the psyche. Because when you do those ads to children, that's not just propaganda. That's propaganda. But what you're doing, when kids who are learning Blue's Clues, kids who are learning from Blue's Clues, when you're talking to kids in Blue's Clues, you're talking to babies. You're not talking to children. You're not talking to teenagers. You're not talking to preteens. You're talking to babies. You're talking to infants that are learning how to count, how to say alphabets. That means you want this to be in the mind. You don't want this just to, you stop wanting this to be about you being an adult and wanting to have sex with whoever you want to have sex with, because it's a sexual preference. It's a sexual thing.
Exactly.
So it went from, I want to have sex with who I want to. Cool. Nobody, you're adult. You do what you do. We're not going to fault you. But now, the way you guys preference it was, I want to do what I want to do with my body. Great. But now you want to do what you want to do to the kids as well.
Yeah.
Because now you're aiming it towards the kids. So do you want to have, excuse my language, but do you want to have sex with the children? Do you want to invite the children to what you guys got going on? Do you want to mold the children? What is your end goal to having pride ads on children networks?
Yeah. You're opening children up to sexuality, which they're not. It's going to be confusing enough for them when they hit puberty. Like, that's going to be confusing. They're going to have all kinds of changes going on. They're going to be freaking the fuck out already. Right. Why do you need to make it more chaotic for them?
They're confused about A through E.
Bro, like
1 to 4 is confusing enough.
Exactly. Like you're pushing this, and it's an ideology. That's what it is. It's an ideology. It stopped being a sexual preference, and it started being an ideology that everyone else had to adopt. Right. And I don't know, man. It just cause I got 3 girls, and I'm like, my guy. But I'm lucky my girls have common sense. Right. Like, I was telling them, some people, they're boys and they think that they're girls, and they're girls and they think that they're boys, but that's not what's normal. I guess that's what they think in their head. Okay, but that's not what's normal, right? And they're like, yeah, that seems dumb.
And we can't even, and I'm sorry to cut you off again, but and we can't even, it's almost becoming illegal to assign a gender to your child at birth. I mean, I'm going to be honest when I say the only thing you really can assign, or the only thing you really can attach to a child is what they come out as. So we're totally erasing what's God-given.
Yeah, well, there was this man who had to fucking basically escape Washington, Seattle, because his autistic son was, he's 12, 13, going through puberty, getting interested in girls. So he goes and he asks this girl out. He gets rejected. He goes into like a depression state, like, all kids do, because it's rough and it's tough to get rejected, man. And he's autistic. He starts watching all these YouTube videos, and he goes down a little transgender YouTube rabbit hole. And then he becomes suicidal, and he has suicidal ideation. So he takes him to the doctor, and this is right as the lockdowns kick off, right? So the doctors won't release, so he can't be in there with his kid, but the doctors bring in some psychologist expert and say, oh, well, maybe it's you're transgender. Maybe it's you're the opposite sex to what you claim you are. So this kid starts to claim that, oh, he's a girl. And then they say, okay, well, we're not going to release your daughter to you until you can promise that you're going to take him to a gender clinic to get his reassignment surgery on the way, like get it started. And so he talked to a lawyer, and he goes like, what do I do? And the lawyer goes, look, just agree to it. Just agree to it, because you're going to have to. He goes, because they won't let him go without you agreeing. So agree to it, then run. So he agreed to it. The day he got his son out, he quit his job. He packed up and left fucking Washington.
He had to come where, Texas?
I'm not. I think it was either Texas or Florida.
The refuge of the free people.
For real, bro. The refuge of the free. That's literally what it is. And so, now his son's doing better. He doesn't have suicidal ideation anymore. He's not transgender. Doesn't claim to be transgender. Like, he's good.
It's because what that really was it's one of those coming to life moments where you're growing up and you get rejected and you're like, sheesh, why me? What am I missing out? But that's something you learn from. It's not something that automatically deems you're gay. I mean, not, or whatever. You're part of the LGBTQIA 7 and 1 through 9. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that. It's just one of those learning situations you go through as a man and as a woman. The women get rejected sometimes, sometimes. But
but bro, believe me, me and my younger sister, we were heavy set, so we faced rejection, bro. Like, I faced rejection,
right?
And and here's the thing: is like, kids are fucking mean. they don't just reject you, like they destroy you.
Like, no way, you're fat.
Yeah, like they want to destroy you and your image of who you are.
Right.
And so, I mean, I get it, I understand, but you know, this kid already had mental issues prior to this, so he's like stepping into a field where it's hard for normal kids to deal, you know. And so, you know, I mean,
plus he's autistic, right?
Yeah, he's autistic. Right. It's already hard. It's harder for him, you know. And so, you know, I don't have nothing against like transgender people or nothing like that, but it is a mental disorder. It's not a sexuality or like I wouldn't even say it's like a choice.
It's a and just to give them that respect, just to give them that much respect. Mm-hmm. It's your personal choice.
Well, like
they say they're born into it. You know, there's different arguments, but
people aren't born being schizophrenic. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's a mental disorder. It's not a choice. Like, you don't choose to have mental disorder.
Well, look, I'm now the Democrat of the show.
I'm dead.
So I'm not, but you know, just to give it
pro-choice.
Yeah, I just want to be. You know, I'm gonna be PC because you know I talk crazy, and I just want to be PC. I want to PC say in the nicest way.
Bro, you talk crazy on your show, bro. I'll be like, huh?
I talk crazy on here too. Prompt me enough, and you'll get it out of me, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Just because I feel like I don't think we should. I think we need to have like the one guy that's like the voice of reason. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you this live on camera. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows I'm the guy that's gonna say it's their choice. You know?
It's not.
But it is their choice. You know what I'm saying? You let them choose what they want to be. You know what I'm saying?
You let them choose how they choose to deal with it. That's the thing. Like, how you choose to deal with it doesn't make you any less of a person or any less like respectable. Like, you choose to deal. You're a grown adult. Deal with how you got to do. And I hope that everything works out for you. I really, truly, honestly do. But don't be enforcing this on my children.
And you know there's been like certain like prominent like leaders and stuff like that like look, this is basically what I'm trying to say, because people end up in these people end up in this situation anyway, and they don't even want to, but they ended up in it. It's okay to be a man and be more feminine than than most men, and it's okay to be a woman and be more masculine. Those two actually go together. They go together. The woman that's more masculine can be with the man that's more feminine. The man that wanted, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's different. So, you know, and in some cases, you know what I'm saying, transgender individuals on opposite sex end up with each other anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, at the end of the day, in life and naturally, what it is feminine and masculine energy. You can't run away from it, because at the end of the day, the women want to be men and be with women. The women want to portray the masculine and be with femininity. So everything is feminine and masculine. So if you're a more feminine male, you can still get with a little more masculine woman, and you guys would gel more than better than you think, instead of just going ahead and just saying I'm chopping them off.
Bro, it gets me that you say that. What it reminds me of. You ever seen the movie The 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yeah.
When they're going through the speed dating scene, and it's a girl. She's like, "Well, I used to be into girls, so you look very delicate. I think you'd be a good transition into being straight."
I mean, because look, think about it like this, bro. We grew up and we seen tom girls. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we seen tomboys, right? But there's just girls that are not gay, but they're very. You know what I'm saying? They have masculine traits about themselves. And then we know dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, that dude over there, he's giving me gay vibes, but he loves women.
Yeah. That's what gets me, bro. It's like, there was a girl I knew in high school. She played football. Right. And she was a stocky little chick. And not fat. Yeah. Not fat. Yeah. Stocky.
Thug nut. Call him a thug nut.
Yeah. She had some shoulders on her. She was like, but she was cute. Yeah. She was like cute in the face. And she was like, "Yeah, I love dick." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Excuse?" I was like, "You're bulldozing over other dudes." Right. And she's like, "Yeah." She was, "But I like dick." And I'm like, "All right, well, that's all right. Well, what's up? Like,
and my only, and this is my reasoning for just about anything that people decide to do if it's wrong in my eyes. Not saying that what people do is wrong, but if I feel that I don't totally accept it, the excuse I can give people that I can see is childhood trauma. I can see. Because somebody didn't protect you, they let you around somebody who was sick, and that individual warped your mindset. I can see that. But there's also people in the same situation that don't turn to one side. They decide to say, you know what, I'm battling with something, and it's hard for me to accept what's happened to me, but I still know that I love women. You know?
what gets me too, like I had a friend in high school, he would talk a little bit feminine, you know, I'm like, hey man, like
A little soy, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, but he was like, yeah, no, I like what is it? I had like my girlfriend or something like that, and I was like, girlfriend? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, I thought you were gay. And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, well, I mean, hey, well, I don't care either way, more power to you, but damn, like, for sure. Like, I was like, I swear to God, though, I thought you were gay. But yeah, he was just more feminine, but he liked women. Like, yeah. So, I mean, everyone has their preferences. So you can choose to be more feminine or be more masculine and still like the opposite sex.
And yeah, and it's not a problem.
None of this actually matters. Like, none of it matters to me. Your choice as an adult is your choice as an adult.
But we know why it matters, though, because that mentality of playing upon somebody's mental illness, it garners numbers.
That's true. They're a protected class,
and you protect them, and you aid them, and you give them this identity because you're gaining something from it. So the more people I can transfer into being a certain way, they're gonna vote a certain way. They're gonna rock with a certain group of people.
Well, that's why I say it's an ideology.
Right.
It's become an ideology. It's no longer about preference or what you're doing in the bedroom. It's about the Democrats are going to take care of the gay people, and you know the Republicans are evil homophobes.
And the sad part is, I've seen gay people be like hella Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like hella conservative, because at the end of the day.
But then they get their gay card taken away. Yeah. In the same way that black and brown people get their race card taken away.
Because guess what the equalizer is to all of the bullshit in your mind? When you do falsify this child into the world, however y'all do it, you know what I'm saying? The man has the baby, and the girl is whatever. But however they get this child into their arms, they start to look at things like, I need to protect this child. So then you start realizing, even if you're LGBT, whatever, you know, you start to think, I got to protect this child. And that, not everybody, because you also see the LGBT parents sitting there trying to transition their kids. Like, you know, you see the sick stuff, but you also see people like, I did it this way, and I kind of got to stick with it. A lot of people have that, I did this, so now I have to stick with it mindset. I know people, and they be like, well, you know, it's not really, I think I like girls now, bro. Like, but you know, I can't say it no more because I'm so gay now, and I gotta, people just have to live it now because they've basked in it. They've basically bigged up the moniker. You know what I'm saying? They bigged up the thought, you know what I'm saying? They bigged up the character that they was playing. So now they feel like they have to play it. But bro, I know gay people, they be sitting there like, man, I wish I can go back to being straight. Because as a man, you're going to see the butt. You're going to be like, wow. I've been over playing with these funky guys. You know what I'm saying?
Dead. Well, I was going to say, did you hear about Milo Yiannopoulos? You ever heard about him?
No.
You know who he is?
No.
Okay, he was a big gay conservative when it was like still super controversial to do that. And so, I mean, it still is, but when it was like first, when Trump was first running, right? And he's this British dude. And he's like super used to be super flamboyant, like very, but very like conservative. And he talked about his childhood trauma, how he was molested by a pastor and this and that. But he made it like out to be, he goes, believe me, I was the predator. He was 14, bro. Like the pastor was like in his 30s or 40s. He was 14 years old. You're not the predator. So anyways, he got canceled for that. And he came back like this year, like just a month or so ago. And now he's straight. Like he's trying his best to be straight, and he says like, I understand that me being gay is like what I want to do, but your natural inclination for things doesn't mean that it's moral. Like we have a natural inclination for murder and genocide and corruption. We have a we're naturally inclined towards that. It doesn't mean it's right. And so that's the stance he claims about being gay, is that's his natural inclination to that he likes guys, but he's trying to abstain from that.
Right.
And I was like, damn, like, and he married a black dude. So I was like, how did that work out? Like, I mean, I didn't go too deep into it, but I was like, damn. Yeah. I was like, how did that go over with your husband? But like, because that's crazy. That would be a crazy conversation. But
bro, naturally, you know how hard it is naturally to like be gay and do the gay stuff, and you know what I'm saying, walk around in panties and stuff like that all day, and then it's gonna be that one, bro. It don't have to be thousands, many. It's just one. It's that one girl that walked past and you're just like, what did I set myself up for? I just needed to find her.
I'm dead.
And I'm not saying that's for everybody, and I don't want to degrade anybody's choice, but.
Yeah, we're gonna get canceled for that from the alphabet people watch.
But like, bro, even women, even gay women, they'll see a good looking guy and be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Maybe I wouldn't have been gay if I had the confidence in myself to get that type of individual. You know what I'm saying? What it really is what it is a lack of protection. It's a lack of protection in the community. It's a lack of protection growing up. Because if you can, I'm all for you being 18 and being like, I'm gay. Mm-hmm. Cool. You're an adult. So you feel you're going to have to go through what you're going to have to go through, learn this, understand this. And if you with it, you with it. And if you feel like you want to veer off. But that's cool to make a decision. To me, maybe 18 is a little bit early, but if you held it to 18, good. At least you did that to then. Hold it to 18 and then you just do you. You live your life. You do what you do. I appreciate that. A lot of these people making these decisions, we all know, like the one, like, you know what I'm saying, gay girl, it was like 13, 14. Like everybody's making these decisions based upon media, based upon the lack of protection in the household, the lack of protection in the community. And they're not, and things are happening to these children. Things are happening to these kids that's messing up their mindset. If you making these decisions at 18, 19, 20, okay, that's your life. You deserve to be who you want to be as an adult. But man, a lot of these kids that grew up like that, man, okay, look, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you an instance. And I was in high school. 2011 was my freshman year of high school, right? I just think I just gave out my whole age right there. But my first year of high school was 2011, 2012.
No.
Yeah.
Your first year of high school was 2011?
To 20, yeah, that year. The 2011, 2012 year.
That's your first year of high school?
That was my freshman year.
Yo, I graduated in 2011, bud.
Yeah, look, it's still that aspect. You still like the senior, and I'm still the freshman in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But it was a show, and I'm pretty sure you heard of the show. I'm pretty sure it's on your side too. This was the Bad Girls Club. On the Bad Girls Club, a lot of the girls, you know, in my community or at my school and stuff like that, they used to watch the Bad Girls Club, right? And I'm not saying the show can mess up your mindset, but these things play big parts in the mindset of a mind that's still growing. So. You know, these girls will watch these girls kiss girls. And I'm going to be honest with you. Until that show, girls wasn't... Bro, this is what I mean by that. I seen girls when Jersey Shore was big with the poofs. Those same girls with the poofs was watching the Bad Girls Club when them girls was kissing each other, then they turned gay. They took the poof out. They stopped wanting to be with a poly D, and they just now they want to kiss on girls and stuff like that. Katy Perry came out and talked about I kissed a girl and I liked it and all that stuff. This is around 2008, 9, 10, 11 and stuff like that when they really started to kind of like penetrate the minds of the women and make them, a lot of the girls wanted to be with the girls. That was a big thing then, bro, because even it was like, bro, and I'm going to tell you this. Nobody knows this, but the manly women used to love to find me. They're all gay now, but I used to be everybody's son because I wouldn't be their boyfriend because I was afraid of them.
I'm dead.
you know what I'm saying? They used to want to be with me. You know what I'm saying? But I used to be like, I'll just be your brother, your baby brother. You know what I'm saying?
I'm dead.
They would take up for me. You know what I'm saying? But now they're gay. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mindset thing, bro. It's a mindset thing, and it's what is being the mind does a lot of learning. It's doing a lot of learning, and it's doing a lot of dispelling, and it's doing a lot of thinking. A lot of going on in the mind, especially a young, undeveloped mind.
And I don't know. I think I was so ignorant to that whole
reality TV
show.
wave.
Yeah, because all my friends loved it. I, for the life of me, could not understand it. I hated the reality TV. I was like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life.
How many of your friends wanted to be Pauly D though? How many of your friends wanted to be like those Jersey Shore dudes?
There's quite a few. I mean, they dressed like them. Like, they would be all like fucking douchebaggy and just like wear like shirts from Baby Gap and shit. But I mean, like, I don't know, bro. I was just, I was so ignorant to the entire reality show thing. I think the last reality show I watched was it was called like Next or something like that. Next.
That's OG, yeah.
Yeah, the one where they
MTV?
like would
basically Tinder.
Go on 3 dates, yeah.
Tinder.
And so that's like the last one I watched. And then after that I was like, okay, like I don't care for it no more. I really enjoyed music, so I listened to a lot of music.
Right.
But I never did the whole reality TV show, so I never understood it.
And that's the great thing about media. I mean, entertainment. There's avenues. You have the reality TV people, the sports people, the music people, the movie people. You have different avenues to catch attention. Now, these avenues are catching children. Children are learning a lot, because it's really hard like when you're a teenager to like listen what the hell somebody's saying. Like, who cares about what you're saying? But it's easy to, what you're feeling can get caught with a lyric, can get caught by a movie, can get caught by these scenes, these TV shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole spirit today, bro, so I lose more weight, bro. I used to, you know what I'm saying? I'm Mr. Fear Factor. I'm Mr., I'm Survivor. That's my whole vibe. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that's still with me because that's what I used to love as a child. A lot of the things I love today is things I either wanted to do or wanted to indulge in as a child, bro. A lot of these things, you think about it, like, you knew your flavor of woman. You knew that type, what you liked in women a long time ago when you were a child. You know what I'm saying? You know them little girl going wild commercials will pop up. You be like, whoa, I want me one of them.
Bro,
you remember them girls?
The girl going wild. Oh my God.
And they'll pop up, you know what I'm saying? The yoo-hoos will fly out and they'll blur it out a little bit. I used to be like, damn, I want that. You know
bro, the Girls Gone Wild era had me chasing white girls like a mother. Bro.
Then you'll go to school and be like, shit, this is not like TV, but hey.
But hey, these white girls are pretty, bro.
They're here. You know what I'm saying? They'll get there. So
yeah.
a lot of who you are today is really, you know what I'm saying, it's based upon who the child or the individual as a child that you wanted to be. So it's like they playing real heavy with these child mind games. I'm not trying to say it's all like that. Like I said, I'm trying to dismiss all excuses because at the end of the day, you can make a change regardless of childhood and all of that. But I mean, once you're stuck in your pocket, how many people really find their way out of their pocket? Out of the pocket that they were brought up in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, that's funny. I just can't get it. That's fucking funny, dude. The Girls Gone Wild era. I forgot about that era.
Come on, bro. What?
Oh my God.
Come on, bro. That was like the first inch of porn you could have right there. When they pop up middle of the night. Let me see. I wish I was an adult a long time ago.
But yeah, they are for real coming after the kids. Like, so you have the transgender things for Nickelodeon, for Blue's Clues and all that. Did you hear about the teacher who got caught showing her first graders masturbation videos?
I heard about that. Yes, I did.
Okay, so we'll play that clip.
That's called an erection. Sometimes I touch my penis because it feels good.
Sometimes when I'm in my bath or when Mom puts me to bed, I like to touch my vulva too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You heard about it. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but I definitely I seen the post and then I seen what people were saying underneath the post and stuff like that. So I did hear about it. No, I didn't watch it though.
God, bro, it's a little cringy to watch. Not a little, it's a lot cringy. It's cringy to watch. I'm like, what, bro? Like, you don't teach this to 6-year-olds. Like,
and then what state was it in? New York?
It was either New York or California. One of the two.
Yeah, you know.
Oh man,
where they get it. I think it was New York. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was New York. New York is where the sickest stuff be happening, bro. New York, California.
So, and then on to New York, and you saw the another video.
I seen the video.
You showed me this video because I didn't just a few minutes ago.
Enraging. It's an enraging video.
And
need this confidence in life.
The fact that all these adults will watch a little girl dance in a sexual manner, shaking her butt, is like the most. It's the most enraging thing, bro. If I ever like caught my kid doing that in the middle of the street and all the adults, oh my God, I'm fighting the crowd, bro. I'm going to fight the crowd and I'm going to beat my kid's ass when they get home. Like, oh God. Oh, like,
but it's like you can't fault the child because she got that from her household.
No, not even her household. That's that lady who was on the street teaching her, bro. Like,
well, she was teaching her how to do it better.
Oh,
the
God.
girl was already twerking though. So the black woman, right? Black Lives Matter. A black woman was teaching the little white girl how to twerk better than she was. This girl had to be no older than 6 or 7. And then you had men in the crowd fist pumping. You had probably the girl's mom recording it. You had everybody in the middle of Times Square in New York. This is the sick stuff that they allow in New York. Not only this is also the birthplace of like 6ix9ine and a whole lot of infamous snitches. So you really gotta watch out for New York. They all in Rikers Island right now talking about how they told on everybody. You gotta really watch out for New York. But yeah, man,
bro, if you're caught on video cheering on the sexualization or the sexual dancing of a 6 or 7 year old girl, you should be put on the list. You need to be put on the list of sex offenders, bro. You need to be put on the list because that's like, what are you doing? How are you not stopping that?
Where's the protecting?
Like, even if that's not my kid, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck's wrong with you people, yo? Like, cover yourself up. Get out of here. Where's your mom? Like, come on.
It's like you still had a diaper on. Y'all got this little girl twerking with a diaper on.
God, dude, no, it's sad. I mean,
but it's like I said, it's the lack of protection, the mindset. You don't need to protect. If you can protect the mind and grow and nurture the mind, nothing else can penetrate anything else. So you don't have to worry about nothing going on because kids at the end of the day will always remember. Ooh, don't want to do that because like when you want to go hit that first joint or when you're going to want to pop that first in, you like, oh, I can't remember my mom saying, boy, you better not do drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's the mind, and the mind is being wasted, and it's being allowed to be controlled.
Well, the other thing
adults and children.
The other thing is kids are stupid. All right, because
for sure, they're gonna do
my parents always told me, don't be doing drugs. I did a lot of drugs back in my day.
Right.
My God. So, but I was stupid. Kids are stupid.
But look how you turned out. It was more of an experience thing than something that you like needed to go through. You know, it was something you needed to go through, like
as an experience.
You know, elevating in life. You know what I'm saying? It happens to the best. It happens to the best of us. And in the community that we're in, it was more so the community that was parading the use of drugs and the music and stuff like that.
That's true. I mean. But yeah,
how many songs did you hear about spliffs? How many spliffs bars did you know what I'm saying?
Bro, my jam was fucking back in the day, Ecstasy by Bone Thugs and Harmony, bro.
What was that one song everybody used to sing when we was like kids? Was like, I was gonna clean my room until I got high.
Afro man.
Yeah, bro, like
yeah.
So
yeah, that was the shit, bro.
One thing we knew about was sex and drugs. I mean,
sex and drugs.
Bro, that's all we was trying to do was
true.
either get high. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was unsuccessful with the sex part. I didn't want to do drugs because I seen what it was. I hated the thought of cigarettes and alcohol and things like that. But boy, oh boy, if I could. Boy, the girls going wild. Boy, that had me. You know what I'm saying? I was ready, but I didn't succeed till like after high school. So
I'm dead. No, I couldn't smoke cigarettes because I had childhood asthma. So bro, the first puff I ever took of a cigarette, my lungs locked up, bro. I don't know if you've ever had that feeling where it just like they just lock. No, bro, they locked. And I was like, like coughing and stuff like that. So one puff and I was done with cigarettes. But I could smoke weed and weed wouldn't affect me that way. And so, yeah, it was.
Everybody had weed.
Everybody had weed in high school.
Spice, Reggie.
Spice, I'm dead.
Come on, you forgot the Spice era, bro. That's what everybody was smoking.
Stress. Oh my God, bro. Stress. That shit just gives you headaches. Like, that's why they called it stress.
Right.
That's all it did was just give you headaches.
So this was damn near Spice. This
dirt weed.
They said Spice is the baby K2.
Baby K2.
That's me.
Okay. I was like, what
Spice is baby K2. Everybody was smoking weed. Bro, like, you know, these are things that we like. A lot of people now, we're adults now, and people like to be like, oh, we're so cool. We used to smoke weed behind the school building. But if you think about it, these are destructive thought patterns that we had as children, bro.
Well, they're destructive if you're a child, yeah, because it hinders your brain development. You shouldn't smoke until you're after about 25.
And when did and I'm not trying to attack the weed. I don't want to attack anybody. I don't want these things to come off as just like I'm judging and pointing fingers. But let's be honest. When was the first time you seen somebody? Like, when was the first time you heard of somebody or seen somebody smoking weed? Personally,
I think I was like 6.
I had to been in the first grade. I mean, I've seen my first tattooed individual at 10.
Mm-hmm.
There's 11-year-olds was had the damn near neck tattoos and dots and stuff like that. I'm like, oh God.
Mm-hmm. And the fucking 3 dots here.
I've seen a lot of that.
That's Southern Cali shit. Yeah. that's
good on Southern Cali.
That's Southern Cali shit, bro. You get the 3 dots. I had there was someone there was an employee I saw at a business, and I was talking with her, and I saw the 3 dots right here, and I go, "You're from California?" She goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, I could tell." Like, yeah. And she goes, "Oh, for real?" She goes, "You're from California?" And I go, "Yeah." Like, yeah. That's a California thing, dude. Like,
and I see it. One of the ladies at my dentist office, I said, "Oh, I don't want you touching my mouth." Then we told her, she was like, "Yeah, I'm from Riverside." I said, "Yeah."
He said, "Ooh, I don't want you touching my mouth." I'm dead. Yeah, bro. I don't know. It's a trip, but. Yeah, like we have our own distinct style, and like you can tell the people. Like I feel like when I walk around, like the way I dress and stuff like that, like I'll just, I have my cargo pants, mm-hmm. With my Vans on, black shirt, I feel like I'm from California, and I look at everyone else wearing fucking cowboy boots and
Jordans,
tactical shoes,
tactical shoes and Jordans. I'm like, yeah.
Well, damn.
Vans is kind of like, is it like a hippie thing or like it's really a California thing.
Vans and
like
Converse.
Vans are like, Converse and Vans, mm-hmm. clear indicators. You either are like a hype beast hippie or you're definitely from California. There's the categories.
Hype beast hippie? That's the first time I ever heard of that category.
But look, bro, because, but even then, like people like Tyler, Creator and stuff like that kind of like made that big and made that like, like Vans and Converse and stuff like that.
The
with
emo
flowers
kid
on
area,
stuff.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
The emo kid era. Yeah.
But if you think about it, if you put 2 and 2 together, you're either a hype beast or you're from California. If you want, bro, who wears Converse? And
bro, that's the age difference between me and you right there. I don't know what the fuck a hype beast is.
It's really outdated. I need to grow up a little. I mean, not grow up. I need to. I'm outdating myself, and I'm young. You know what I've heard saying?
The term, bro. I was confused when the term cap came out.
Yeah.
No cap. No cap. What do you mean no cap?
And it really don't even make sense either. It do make. It kind of don't. If you think about it,
I don't understand
really
how I don't understand how it translates to lie.
It doesn't correlate. It doesn't.
Like, I don't know, bro. This new generation got me feeling old, bro. I'm like, oh, what? No cap. No lie.
While I'm out here, I'm losing because I refuse to listen to NBA YoungBoy. So I'm losing like my coolness. Like, 98% of my clothes now come from Walmart. Mm-hmm, yeah. I'm excited to receive my Walmart package. And they did a collaboration with an athlete, you know what I'm saying, it's go fit plus size guys. So I can't wait to receive this one. Hey, bro, everything I give. I just got picked up some shoes from Walmart, some sandals. I'm loving it. I'm really, and I don't mean to do this, but I've kind of separated myself as well. And I'm young, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm kind of like, I have conversations with people my age, and I just sit there like, damn, that's what y'all talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do buy. I'm more buy tactical clothing and things like that, but I do buy a lot from Walmart. Bro, their George shirts are so soft and comfortable. I was like, I don't know who this dude George is, bro, but I mean, keep making those clothes. Like
George and Hanes, bro. You can't go wrong with George or Hanes. I love plain shirts. I love plain things. I love. Like you said with the tactical, I love pants with multiple pockets. Mm-hmm. That turns me on, bro. Like, I'm not a father, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I am, and I can tell you, once you become a father, it becomes so much more important.
I want it now.
Yeah, so much more important to have pockets. Lots of pockets.
A lot of pockets. You don't know where the gun coming from. I got the wallet here. You got the big wallet because you're a man. You know what I'm saying? You got the fat wallet. You got the heavy phone, and you need the pockets and the space. And I don't like to be in a situation where I feel like I can't get down and hit you. Because when you want to hit somebody, you got to have a nice base. And the bass ain't gonna be good if my pants is too tight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a slim bass. I ain't gonna be able to get that power behind it. I just don't. I like to get down and dirty.
Well, I lived through the skinny jeans era without buying a pair of skinny jeans, so I'm good.
Well, me too. Me too, bro.
Because those skinny jeans, I started seeing it went from baggy pants. Like everyone was rocking baggy pants, and then all of a sudden everyone just started wearing shit that would not fit above their hips, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Like
with basketball shorts.
How are you gonna run in that, bro? Yes, with basketball
and
shorts.
they would walk like this, the waddle with me. I was just like, I can't do that because I could beat you up. My whole thought process revolves around how can I survive this situation, and you looking to die with them pants on.
Functional clothing.
You're not functional because if I
functional clothing.
If I push you, you can't even catch yourself.
Yeah,
you gonna waddle your ass.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Yeah, you don't know where it's coming from or nothing like that. I'd be but I'm very.
And you shouldn't be like that.
Well, here's the thing though: is I'm very averse to conflict now. I don't because I have my children. If I get into a conflict, it's not going well either way. If I don't have my protection on me, and I get the shit kicked out of me by some bigger dude or multiple people. That's a problem, right? I'm not doing that or risking my life because what if I get knocked out, head hits the ground, and boom, I'm in a coma.
And you have the girls, right?
Yes, I have kids to take care of. Or if I do get into a conflict and I do win, I'm going to jail. So it's a lose-lose. So I'm...
Basically, what man T is saying is, if you hurt him, he's allowed to exercise his right in Texas to release a bullet or two. So when you want to hurt him...
But here's the thing. So I'm all the way avoiding the conflict, bro. You bad, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool. Yeah, you bad. You the baddest motherfucker in this parking lot, bro.
I told a couple people look, I got to go to California. I've been talking mess about gangbangers. I'm going to tell everybody out there because I can't carry my gun and I didn't register on the plane. I'm going to tell everybody, y'all good. I'm not about to fight 20 guys. I've built up some energy and I can breathe a little bit better and stuff like that, but I'm not where I need to be to take two on, let alone five of y'all. So look, we gangbangers and we feel good. Cool. Yeah. Take that, brother.
Yeah, you the baddest motherfucker out here, man. Come on.
But I'll say this: you come to Texas with that BS. Because, I can carry my gun out here. I have my license is on the way. So you talk crazy to me, you put your hands on me, I'm going to say, please, sir, don't beat me up. I can't fight. I can't protect myself. Please don't hurt me. And then when you hurt me, I'm going to exercise my rights.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I will be like, nah, you the baddest motherfucker out here, man. I'm cool. But if you keep following me, especially if I have my kids with me, you're not making it home that day, Bubba.
I'm going to call the cops and say, hey, there's a guy, big guy, scary guy, wants to hurt me. How do you think I should handle the situation? Are you guys going to come? Once they say, we're documenting that, it's over. It's over from there. Documentation?
Yeah, bro. I'm not.
In the court of law, you're exonerated.
Yeah, I avoid all conflict at all possible points. I'm cool because it's either we avoid the conflict or you just don't get to go home that day. That's just what it's going to be. I mean, and I don't want it to be that way, man.
I'm feeling fun just listening to you.
No, I'm just saying I don't want it to be that way. That's why I avoid conflict at all possible points. I'm no longer the kid that I was. Fucking, what'd you say?
Yeah,
what'd you say to me?
Yeah.
What you looking at? What you?
Yeah.
I
just don't. I don't see the value in some me breaking a knuckle or me having to lose a bullet. Bullets are still expensive. They're coming back, but they're still expensive.
Ammo is expensive, especially self-defense ammo, man.
It's readily available now. It started. The numbers are starting to come back, but they didn't drop the price yet.
Yeah,
and they might not never drop the price because I feel like the gun companies is we're getting a lot of money.
Well, bro, the head of Biden's nominee for head of the ATF, bro, his whole thing is he's like, oh yeah, I'm in support of a ban on assault weapons, and then they was like, well, and there's a bunch of videos of all the senators questioning him, and they're like, well, define assault weapon.
I seen that video.
Well, what were the rifles used? No. I'm not asking what rifles were used. I'm saying define an assault weapon. Well, I can't define an assault. Okay, then, yeah, there's no such thing as an assault weapon. It's whatever you want it to be, and that's what we're not in support of. You fucking clown.
Right, but right now everything is still expensive.
Like
It's like the prices of new cars and used cars right now is jumping through the roof.
Like, and like, it gets me, bro. Like, cause you tell people to define an assault weapon and they'll be like, oh, military style. What's define military style then?
We just gonna have to keep on going down this rabbit hole because you haven't given me a definition
until
yet.
you give me a definition. Oh well, automatic machine guns. Those have been banned since the 60s. Or the 70s. So what now? Where are we at now?
And even then, define that. Like, just keep on give me a definition, just one. God, and then we can start from there.
And then Bloomberg fucking trying to define semi-automatic, and it's all automatics. You hold the trigger and it goes. Like that's his definition.
And even then, that's not true because that what that sounds like is he left his hand on the trigger and it kept on firing. We have automatics.
Yeah.
No.
So,
no. That doesn't even sound right.
Yeah.
If you want to break that down all the way.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. So yeah, but Biden's ATF pick is a real piece of work. We'll say. So
gas prices out here fluctuating. We going up and down. Everything's getting expensive. A 2015 Nissan Altima is $10,000.
It is good to sell a car right now. It's really not good to buy any cars.
It's good to sell anything, and it's bad to buy anything right now. Houses, everything right now is bad. I mean, as far as buying,
it's gonna collapse, bro. I'm telling you. Watch. Just keep your apartment. I'm gonna keep my apartment. In the next year and a half to 3 years. No, a year and a half to 2. And it might be even a year because the way of Biden's accelerating this shit, the bubble's gonna pop and everything's gonna collapse.
So are they giving out more stimulus checks, man?
I don't know. I've been hearing shit, but I hope to God not. Like.
It's already bad enough. We're already suffering.
This man has spent more money than has ever been made in the history of mankind. Like that's how bad it is. So, and then you know what they say to like ease it over. Well, everybody spends money. We all spend money, bro.
No, they making dollar bills,
bro. They believe in modern monetary theory. Have you heard of that?
What?
Modern monetary theory? That it's the theory of the debt is never going to come due, you can just keep spending.
Because it won't happen in their lifetime.
Yeah. Like, so, yeah, it may never come due in because all these fucking decrepit old politicians are like on the verge of death here in the next 10 to 20 years. But I'm going to be alive for it, fuckface.
Well, you see that he kept on mixing Syria with Libya or Libya with Syria.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Like 3 times in a row. So you think he care about what y'all going to be thinking about in 2050? He ain't going to be there. He might not last too much longer now.
This man is not going to make it through his first term. I swear to God, he's not going to make it. Kamala's waiting, bro. Kamala's waiting. She got the Birdman hand rub going, bro. But
they also talking about impeachment. Like they're also talking about I don't think that's going. I think that's just like a rumor, like a.
Yeah. But yeah, no. Kamala's got that Birdman hand rub going, bro. She just waiting,
right. It's sad, bro.
But good thing is though, if she gets into office, everything that the Democrats are trying to push is going to stop because she is a wholly unpopular figure. They need Joe Biden because he looks moderate. He looks like a doddering old fool.
You don't think she's
that she's what?
You don't think she's popular?
Mm-mm. She was like one of the first ones to bow out in the Democratic race because she polled at 0% in her district. She polled at 0%.
The media makes it seem like black people love her a lot. Or black people make it seem like in the media they love her a lot.
They make it seem that way.
Yeah.
But when it came to the voting, like just the voting among the Democrat part, not even when they got to the part where they compete against each other, just the Democrats, when the Democrats were competing, she polled at 0% and was one of the first ones to drop out.
They should have just let Bernie in on it.
Well,
Bernie got more love than she do.
Bernie's fucking crazy. He's crazy too.
Yeah, Bernie crazy though. I mean, but I'm just saying as far as love.
But Biden painted himself into a corner. He said, I'm going to pick a woman of color to be my vice president. So once he said that, he couldn't get out of it, or else he'd be wholly unpopular and he wouldn't have won.
But let me ask you this question. Isn't Bernie more popular than Biden? Especially after the meme and everything like that?
No, they were Bernie is what they actually purport to believe, right? Mm-hmm. But they can't put Bernie out there because then they're saying the quiet part out loud. Then they're telling the truth.
Right.
So what they need is someone who looks like he's a moderate, who looks sellable to the people, and that way they can get the Bernie stuff through, right?
You know, your boy Biden is meeting with Vladimir Putin this week. You know, he in Russia right now, or he might be back now, but he
Bro,
was in Russia.
Fucking
this week.
Putin was roasting his ass in that fucking meeting when he was the only one wearing a mask in an electronic Zoom meeting and didn't have his flag in the back of him. Every other country, bro, had their flag in the back, no mask. He was the only one with a mask. He made us look like fools, bro. Oh my God.
Well, that's what now we're back being the extension to like the world order now. Like, I mean, for a minute there, we were starting to separate because, you know, it was more so like independency. Let's start getting things back, bring the warehouse work and all these stuff back to America.
Trump was like, fuck you. You pay for your shit. We're going to take care of ours. That was like,
and then start threatening people. I loved it, but you know, it's not like that now. Now we're back soft, and now we're all soy boys, and we all going for any narrative being pushed.
back with Beijing Biden, boy.
But you know, and I'm gonna get deep. I'm gonna get sad. I'm gonna get dark. You know what I'm saying? This is starting to become my mentality on this, on everything. Every sheep needs like most sheep need the herders, bro. Like most sheep need the people to, like, everybody says they won't change, bro. But be honest with me. Out of all your friends and out of all the people you know that talk about wanting change, whose actions show you that they won't change? Honestly, bro.
Very few, like 2 or 3.
So we could talk about it, and you know what I'm saying? We could talk about it, and we can find alike people, because when time comes, we need to be around each other because we know. But if we're being honest, bro, everybody just talks about stuff for media and stuff like that, but who really wants to change? And that's what I think that's where I think these government officials, that's why I feel like they have the nerve and the gall to do the things they do, because at the end of the day, they know the majority of the people, despite the talk, they don't really care.
Well, that's the thing, is majority of people didn't care until the media made it's weird to say, but the media is so much a part of the problem. Like, they are like 90% of our problem,
right?
Because they're the ones not painting, but they're painting, but they're the ones who are framing everyone's mode of thought,
right? And I'm not saying the media. I'm talking about. Now I'm getting this from my daily interactions with people. They say they want peace, people that say they want reparations, people that say they want freedom. I hear people say everything that they want, but I don't see the change in mindset. You're telling me that you want to be free, but you vote Democrat. You don't care about freedom. You telling me that you want your life to change, but you buy 3 packs of cigarettes every day. You don't really care. I'm seeing people in real life, the majority of the people that I know, that I usually probably don't associate myself like that with, but the majority of people I know, we have these great conversations about how we can change. Okay, this is what I mean. I'm gonna give you a great. This is a great one. I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay.
So we talk about health, right? Now, I'm going to say I'm talking to other single individuals, like other individuals that are young and don't have kids. Because when you have kids, life is just not easy. You know what I'm saying? You get it. Yeah. But people who don't have kids like me, life is pretty easy. You get to do what you really want to do when you want to do it. So if I'm not talking to people my age, no kids, and you know, I'm sitting there talking, I'm like, yeah, bro, you know, and we're sitting there having a conversation, and they're like, man, you lost a little weight. I'm like, yeah, you know, I don't do this, I don't do that, and they're like, oh, bro, you don't do that, you don't do this. Like, I couldn't cut burgers, but you just told me that you want to live long and get healthy. You don't really care, because these things are scientifically proven to shorten lifespans. So you guys don't care. They feed you food to get you hooked on these drugs. That's going to eventually, it's all a money grab, money drainage, and get you out of here quick. I'm telling you that this was what's going on. There's scientific proof that that's what's going on. There's documentaries that that's what's going on. And then you sit there and you criticize me about you're eating like you're a 75-year-old because I eat broccoli and chicken. So it's like,
well, that goes back to a Jordan Peterson quote. What you do says more about what you believe than what you say than what you believe.
So it's like, I hear these people on social media. I hear people, the people I talk to in real life, I hear them on social media say manifestation, power, black power, peace, love, all of this bullshit shit. But the mindset is still like I said before on the show. No, I didn't say this on the show yet, but I'm gonna say it now. The majority of the people are people that they have dirty rooms and they'll blame it on the house. And the house might be dirty. The house might be a dirty house. But then they'll go to a different neighborhood, cleaner house, and that room still stays dirty. So I love the people.
Bro, why are you tying it into so much Jordan Peterson?
Oh, I didn't even mean to, but
That's another rule of Jordan
I
Peterson.
swear I'm not going there.
One of his rules is organize your own room before you criticize the world.
Right.
Put your own house in order before you criticize the world. Like that's a what's called, like, if you can't even organize your own space, how do you think that you're going to organize with the world?
So if the room is dirty in every house you've been to, there comes a time when you have to realize it might not be the house that's dirty or the room that's dirty or the environment that's dirty. I might just be the dirty motherfucker in the room that's dirtying up all these clean rooms. So it's like, I hear the people parade and talk about it, but I don't see people really wanting to do it. And it's giving me the mindset of like, I think I'm gonna just stick with the like-minded individuals. I think I'm gonna give my time and my energy to the people that I don't know. And I'm not saying I'm trying to divide myself and only think with, and mess with people that think like me. No, we can disagree, but we can have the same core values. I just want to be around people that have the same core values. You know, the type of people where today, I'm gonna give you something from what I did personally today. I didn't have to do this, and this doesn't mean I'm a good person or a bad person. But I took out my trash, and I seen trash not in the trash can. Now, when I was younger, I would have been like, shit, I'm gonna leave my trash here then. But I threw my trash away, and I threw away the other 2 trash bags that was there because I live in that property, even though I have one of the cheapest, probably least attractive apartments there. And, you know, I've been swindled a little bit, and it's cheap, but it's cheap. You know, even though I don't have the luxurious, you know what I'm saying, apartment or the luxurious unit in the apartment complex, I still feel like this is my area. This is where I throw my trash. And I want to throw away those trash bags because that just is dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I was just saying, we don't have to agree on everything. But if you have those core values of, I'll pick up trash when I see trash. Just, you know what I'm saying? I'll brush my teeth in the morning. You know, I'll clean my room when I can. If I have time, I'm going to make sure I clean my stuff. You know what I'm saying? The core values have to be there. It's like I don't even really want to even conversate with people anymore because before I can even get into the point that I might be a low-key Trump supporter or anything like that, I just hear people. And I'm pretty sure you do this too, I just let them talk. You take the room. Talk to me. Give me what you have. And I listen and I don't like what I'm hearing. Because then all I hear in the conversation is, you know, F the white people, F the, it's not now because you can't hate Asian people. So F the white people and just white people. F the white people.
F the Jews.
F the Jews, F the white people. Everybody hates us in the world. Everybody this and that. And I'm like, yeah. And I be wanting to say so bad, like, do you think it's hard to kill you? Like, you don't know how to shoot guns. You're lazy. You're out of shape. You're not hard to get off. You put your whole life on social media. Everybody knows where you live. Everybody knows what you like. You're easy to kill. So the absurdity that you think that somebody wants to waste their time and legal funds and money to get you off this planet is absurd. We're not the type of individual today that would even garner somebody to want to even kill us. They're looking at us like it's beneath us to want to kill you. You're trash. So I hear people say, they're trying to kill me. Who cares? You don't even care about yourself. Who the fuck want to kill you? I've seen you eat. I've seen you hit Jack in the Box and El Pollo Loco 5 out of the 7 days of the week. And the other 2 days, it was Hot Pockets. You don't care. You think they care about wanting to kill you for? Let's be real. White people want to kill you. If anything, they love you. They love to see you motherfuckers jump around and sing and dance because it's entertainment. You motherfuckers entertainment. Because everybody else is living a life of responsibility and accountability. So they like to peer into the life of people who just have no accountability and just say F it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be like that. It's a little negative what I'm saying. I got you. But it's like I hear people say things that are not conducive to what they're... Like I hear people say things that they're not doing that's conducive to what they're... You're just talking. Because if we all just sat around, like, I don't know, bro. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I would still be in California. Sleeping in my Nissan Altima. If I was the type of individual that I come across on a daily basis. Yeah.
But you're not, man.
And this is not bigging me up. I don't care. I'm not trying to be cool or look like nothing. I'm nothing. I'm just a regular average human being. But what I'm saying is, I'm just tired of the crazy stuff I hear my people, especially my people, but I hear really low income individuals. I say low income because it's more of a mentality than it is race. You know what I'm saying? It's a mentality of a certain demographic.
It's a culture.
Yeah, not demographic, but it's It's the culture. It's the culture. So when I hear that culture and I see these people and they make these songs, black, everything black, and they're sitting there and they're like, everything black, but they be like, come to the hood. It's like, it's not, that doesn't come, you know what I'm saying? Come rock with the gang, you know what I'm saying? But we love black. It doesn't match, bro. And I have to question your heart now because it's lies. And just like how that wasn't my trash, bro. That was not my trash in front of the trash bin, but I lived there. I wasn't always like that. That takes a certain type of mentality to where you're like, I'm going to throw away other people's trash because it's trashy. Most people today are just, well, if they going to throw their trash there, I'm going to throw it down too.
Yeah. And that again, this man, I swear to God, bro, Jordan Peters has something for everything.
He's the GOAT.
It is, do what's good for you, and then what's good for your family, and then what's good for your community, and then what's good for broader society. So you've already done what's good for you. You've done what's good for your family, your lady. And I think you're at the stage level of you're doing what's best for your community, the small community that you're in. And hopefully that rubs off on people, because
you rubbed off on me. That's how I got here. You did a lot of rubbing on me. You know what I'm saying? Whoa. Hold on. Hey, it's Pride Month. What are you talking about? If any month ever, this is when I can say that.
Bro, no, fucking, the saying, it's not gay to kiss the homies goodnight? This dude was texting his homie and he's like, look, and he put hashtag gay in the text message, and then put a rainbow, and he goes hashtag lesbian and the rainbow, and he goes hashtag bi, the rainbow, and he goes hashtag kiss the homies goodnight, and it was just regular, and he goes, see, it's not gay.
Well, it didn't match.
He's all, it didn't show up as a rainbow. It's not gay.
Yeah.
I'm dead. But yeah, bro, it's wanting better for I want better for everybody. I want everyone to do better.
And I've seen you, bro. I've personally seen you. And I'm sorry for my rant. Sorry for my cutoff.
Go for it.
I've personally seen how you operate. You are no nonsense in your own right. You have common respect for people. You have a heart. You care. You're a good individual, regardless of where you go. And you don't have to be. You have every right to be an a-hole. You've seen things that give you every right to not mess with nobody and be reclusive and just be a hateful individual, but you're not. So I hear people, and you have 3 daughters, you have responsibilities, you work, you do a lot of things, and I see people cry and do all, and it's like, no, you're not the one. You're not the one. And then they be quick, I'm a king. You ain't no fucking king. You're a peasant. Only peasants care about the kings don't care about peasants. Y'all care too much about the peasant shit. Y'all peasants.
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't have time for the petty shit, bro. Like, I legitimately don't have time. Like, bro, I got a lot of shit to do, bro. So
you do a lot of stuff, and you're one of these individuals that I look up to, and you, like I would just say, minus the gay innuendo, but you know what I'm saying. But I said you rubbed off on me because you know what I'm saying. It takes one person in your community that you in, and your friends or your family, and that small community that you in, to show you that if you want to do things, you go get it done. When you left that night, I was like, I wish I could just hop on the night train with this guy because I don't want to be here no more. You know what I'm saying? So I called you and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to leave, and then I didn't do it. But then when you ready to change. And this goes out to everybody that watches this video. When you're ready to change, there's nothing in your way. There's no entity. There's no individual. When you wholly want to change, everything green. Everything greens. The universe opens up the gate and you go right through it.
It just aligns. That's exactly what happened with me, bro. When we got our money together, I was like, we're gone. I go, we're leaving.
Everything has to be worked out.
Bro, like legit. Because I was like, fuck. I was like, I don't know if I have a job out here yet. Boom.
Right.
But job lined up. Boom. Place lined up. Boom. Like, my brother, hey, you can stay with me for the month you're here while you're waiting for your apartment. Boom. Everything just lined up, and like, we're gone, dude. Like, gone, bro. Like,
so I be telling the people, this is like my message to everybody. Is like, everybody who watches this episode, please stop worrying about what you think and who you think. And I'm a big conspiracy theory guy too. I love my good conspiracies. You know what I'm saying?
Don't we all?
all of the collusions, everything, all of it. I love it all. You know what I'm saying? Everything, and a lot of it ends up becoming true. Not all of it, but you know, a good majority of it, for it to be fake, comes out as true. But there comes a time where it's like, okay, yeah, you could trip off the conspiracy and stuff like that, but you must be on drugs, heavy ones, if you think that somebody if somebody like Epstein wants to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody like these if big tech wants to attack you, no, dude. Like you're taking the pills that they give out. You think they care that you put the drugs in your mouth. You drink the alcohol. You drink the Henny. You get high. You get drunk. You destroy yourself. They don't need to destroy you. Nobody's actively trying to hurt you. You're hurting yourself.
That's what I think. That's what the underlying message of this podcast is society today hands you all the tools you need to destroy yourself. It's crazy to think that.
Like the bricks in the riot.
Bro, they hand you everything. Here you go, bud. Like, and it's free. Destroy yourself. Like, oh God.
And I believe in it all, bro. Like, I don't believe in it all, but yes, there's people out to get you. Yes, your community is out to get you. Yes, there's certain things put into place. Yes, there's little bits and pieces of, you know what I'm saying, white supremacy and stuff like that. Yeah, this stuff exists, and it did exist, and it did happen. Some of this stuff really did happen. But at this point in time, this is like the nicest any white individual's ever been to a black individual. Like, everybody's cool,
bro. Like, and I always tell my parents too, because they watch CNN and they watch MSNBC, and I tell them, like, look, do you really truly believe that I have it worse than my grandparents did? Do you truly believe that? Right. Do you truly believe that people are more racist today than they were back in your day, when they put you guys in retard classes for not knowing how to speak English? You were put in special ed classes. You weren't even allowed to go to school with the regular kids because you couldn't speak English. And now schools offer front and back pages of English and Spanish. So is it really more racist, or is that the story that's just being told?
Bro, let me ask you a question. In these low income areas, in these bad areas, right? Where we grew up in, or, you know, and I'm not even going to throw us down like that. I think I was pretty lower middle class. I'm not even going to sit here and cap. You know, I'm not going to lie in front of the camera. I was lower middle class. My mom was a single mother. She was struggling. But we've had most of the things that we needed in life. We just didn't have the cooler things, but, you know, we had our solid. If I didn't have a bed, I would get one. You know what I'm saying? We had stuff. So I don't want to even sit here and lie about my life. This is not what I'm here to do. But if you think about the communities that we are in, we want to cry about our communities being bad and they don't offer us this and they don't offer us that. That's cool. That's right. That's true. But I don't see any black person in that community that's offering up $1 to enhance that community a bit. If anything, and I hate to be this guy, but I'm going to just say it. If anything, I know that if I walk outside with a blue shirt on, with no gang ties, I will get shot by my own cousin because he's a blood. If anything, my mom might abandon the household because the guy that she's dealing with is a drug dealer who doesn't care to get a woman with children addicted to drugs for a check. And then that guy takes that money, ruins that household, and then not puts back into the community at all. Who funds these schools? The white people fund the schools, they fund the books. So we're allowing them to do what they do. And so you kind of can't cry about why things are the way they are, because we've sat there and allowed it to happen for years now. We had recently in the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, we recently had a black, you know what I'm saying, uprise. And I hate to make this about black, but I'm just saying, like, we've had our communities where we've had something going for ourselves, but we chose not to prolong those communities, and we chose to sit back and cry about what somebody else is doing. If anything, y'all talk about white people hate us so much. I mean, they the only ones looking like they just signing the checks for the schools. They the ones giving the free lunch, breakfast, lunch. They giving out dinner now. They didn't give out dinner. They
giving out dinner at school?
They give in California.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they was giving out dinner when my girl was going. They didn't give me dinner. I didn't get a meal after school. You know what I'm saying? The white supremacy guys, these are the guys that's cutting the check for your child. Take some accountability. Nah, I'm good. My kid don't eat. My child doesn't need to eat the free lunch. I'm packing. So if I have a problem with what's going on in the food that my child eats, instead of trying to blast you know what I'm saying, they're putting lead in, instead of going that route with it, make sure that your child lunch is, you know, not tainted by what you feel like can taint them. If you feel like the education system is bad, go to a PTA meeting. Stop crying about the teachers and stuff like that. Be active in your child's life. Don't sit back and cry about somebody doing something. Is your community's horrible? You get out in your community and you go talk to people. You give back. You go attend local voting pools and things like that. You can go to these places where they talk about rules they'll have for Fort Worth. I mean, anywhere in your local community where they'll sit there and it's open to the public to come. These are places that you can directly affect. You can that boy that you see on the street that you know he's gonna be a gangbanger, he's gonna kill somebody. Pick him up one day. Take him to a ball game. Give him a hot dog. You know what I'm saying? Just put yourself in a situation where he will be able to receive your conversation, and then when he can receive your conversation healthily, then you give him the game. But before then, you just give him a t-shirt, give him some underwear, give him some water. At least you know he won't shoot up your house. It's just certain things like that'll help change that. But it won't be changed because you guys are too used to accepting what the white supremacy man's giving you.
Well, that's the fundamental difference between the left and the right? The fundamental difference between conservatives and the leftists is conservatives believe it's the responsibility of every individual of the community to help better the community. And the leftists believe that it's the responsibility of the government to take from the community in order to better the community. And that just doesn't work. Because the government doesn't know what's good for the community does.
And then that's back to what I was saying. So the community has to wake up and accept that they're the community and they make the change in it. Because other than them, bro, most people, they just sheep. I mean, sheeps make noises. They buy, right? You know what I'm saying? They talk, right?
Yeah.
Sheeps talk.
Yeah.
And, I mean, sheeps yell and scream and run around. You know what I'm saying? The parade and rioting and all of the hell, this goofy shit that we do, right? But at the end of the day, they get herded. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they get directed. You know what I'm saying? So until you stop just making noises and make a change, then you'll just be the sheep.
Yeah.
So that's why
it's very easy to destroy, and that's all they focus on is the destruction. It's very, very hard to build.
That's why I can't really get mad. It's like sometimes I'd be like, man, they're doing a lot of crazy things. But it's like, yeah, they are. But the people are just kind of sitting back and just like, not you. You know what I'm saying? Not the people that you can agree with and not the people that you align yourself with. You know what I'm saying? Not you personally. And then there's people that listen and watch. Most of the people that watch our show are not these individuals. But most of the people that watch our show directly have ties to people that just don't care. And we can't force feed this to them. Yeah. But we can do this. This is a great thing. We're doing this for the community. We're not doing this for us. I mean, we might be doing this for us. We showing off the cute. You know what I'm saying? We looking real classy up here. You know what I'm saying? We didn't moved up. Y'all see us? But nah, for real, it needs to be a change up here. It needs to be structure put back into the family. Everybody needs to start playing their roles. Not everybody's meant to be a millionaire and a billionaire and a rap star. Everybody just has to. Life is a cycle. It's the cycle of life. What do you add to that cycle? Yeah. And if you break the natural cycle, then you're disrupting the natural cycle.
Well, that goes back to we need to rebuild the family. We need to rebuild the nuclear family that goes directly against what Black Lives Matter is for. Like on their website, it says destroy the nuclear family.
Fund the blue. That's really what it is about. Funding blue.
So, we need to rebuild our families and rebuild our communities. And the only way to do that is to get government out of our life.
And to jump it back to what we was talking about at the beginning, then you don't have to worry about the pride ads on your kids' TV. Then you have to worry about your kids making decisions that you don't want them to because everything was already prepped mentally. You're there. You're active. You're in their face. You're there. It's hard to break a child. When children see their parents as superheroes, they'll try everything in the world not to burn that bridge and not to make themselves look bad in front of their parents because some kids grow up and they look at their parents like they're superheroes. And when we can get that back into instead of because a lot of black kids idolization all over the place. They love the rap stars. They love everything. Yep. Kids don't look at their parents as I know and I don't agree with a lot of things my mom do, but my mom was like God, and that was a little unhealthy. I had to realize he's not God. But I love my mom. And when I'm ready to do some crazy things today, I hear that voice. Because I idolized my mom. My mom was my figure, you know what I'm saying? Who I looked up to. So I know personally, if you're active in your children's life, you don't have to be, my mom's not perfect. My mom was far from perfect, but she was active. She used to fight with us and play with us and do all types of stuff. And that right there is why I hold my mom in high regards, because I'll never forget her words and the things she'll say. And that's why I don't make crazy decisions. And that's the problem. We got to get back to having that. You know, you might not be your mom, might be your dad. Maybe you hear your dad saying, put that down. You know what I'm saying? And you'll put it down. And he might not be there. You have to be there. And it's all about, and some of it has to do with spiritual. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual thing too, because you're in their life, you birth them, you have a connection with these individuals. So we just got to get that back together. We want to kill. We first off, we want to make men women and women men. That already kills the family dynamic. That already kills the family. Then you want to have one parent households, which that doesn't necessarily, mean that there's going to be that family is going to fail, but that's already a family at a disadvantage. So you know what I'm saying? We just gotta wrap it and bring it together as a people. But until then, we're definitely going to continue to be sheep's herded.
Yep.
You and me don't want to have high gas prices, but the other 50,000 don't care.
Yep.
So now you and me living in the world, it's like, oh God, we have to pay a lot of money in gas. Luckily, we have cars that don't, take that. But
luckily, we live in Texas.
But we're also want Texas-sized trucks too. So
it's very true, bro. I'm trying to get that Texas edition Chevy Silverado.
Trying to get that midnight Toyota Tacoma.
Toyota? Oh my God! My brother was telling me he wanted a Toyota, but he ended up getting a Dodge. He said the Toyotas are just too expensive.
Yeah, they are. I was looking at what is it? Chevy. It's not Colorado. Is it a Colorado? Chevy Colorado.
Yeah, the one you were saying was cheap and smaller.
It's cheap and it's good on gas.
Yeah. I mean, but even the new Silverado, though, like 2015 and up, like they're pretty good on gas.
They're nice, bro. And they're good on gas.
I think they're like 35 miles to the gallon or something like
that.
They're
not necessarily like haulers, but
No, the Silverados, yeah.
They're pretty good.
The Silverado.
The Colorado, is the Colorado a good hauler?
I don't know. I didn't even find out that a Colorado existed until like last year. So
okay.
But yeah, all right, man. Yeah, we an hour and 16 minutes in. So
sorry guys, that's the majority of me. I did this.
It's all good, man. It's all good. It's what we're here for. All right, well, we'll wrap up episode 13, I think, and we'll be back hopefully later in a couple days in this week.
Yeah, well,
because I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
So I still got to do that edit of the video. I did an interview last night with Aram again, so I gotta edit that. I gotta
tell Aram I'll fuck with him,
bro. We gotta have like a Zoom call where it's all three of us.
I like his energy, bro.
Yeah.
I like you guys' energy together too.
For sure. But yeah, so I gotta get that done. I gotta get this one done, and then put those out.
Okay.
But all right, man. It was really good seeing you again.
It's always good, bro. It's always good doing this with you. I appreciate you for this.
And thanks for all 13 of you watching.
We appreciate y'all for real. Even though it's like 12 of y'all, but look, it's love. We building a family here, and the family doesn't start strong all the time. Sometimes you gotta grow your family. So
you gotta walk before you can run.
Right, for sure. You crawl, before you can walk. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're crawling right now. But
we're crawling. All right, well, peace, y'all.
They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free cause we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they used the media to feed the flame.